Hey y'all, what's up? So it's probably going to be short videos for the next week or two. Well, probably the next week and a half. Things will go back to normal. Maybe the next weekend or after next weekend. So we're just going to have to see how that all plays out. Me and my husband, we have a big long to-do list because of his work schedule, and he finally was able to actually get off after 2.5 months of nonstop work. But anyways, power plant workers are truly amazing people. Truly. When we were going through this pandemic back in 2020, and yes, I called it a plandemic because it was planned, whether you want to believe that or not. And everything was shut down, and the home for the electricity really spiked and everything else. Well, do you not realize the electricity workers, to keep you comfy in your home during that whole pandemic, I had to say, bye, honey, for extra long hours that were a lot more longer than what they should have been for the time frame when that whole pandemic went on. And just to keep the power on was really straining on that. Like when we have, ice storms and snowstorms and different things like that, that really puts a strain on the power grid. And the linemen, my husband's not a lineman, but when we have power storms and snowstorms and different things like that, the linemen really put their lives on the line. The people at the power plant put their lives on the line. I mean, they deal with voltage that is so powerful that it would melt you. Like you would be turned into a pile of ash. Your bones wouldn't even be there. That is how dangerous their jobs are. And people don't even put them as saying, hey, you're a hero too, because they're doing the behind the scenes work and they're not up front like a doctor or something else. I mean, they're not on the front lines being seen. They're just something people are accustomed to. So they don't even notice that the power plants and the linemen, they don't even realize they exist until the power goes out. And then all of a sudden they're trying to figure out why their power went out and why aren't they working to get it back on, when really the linemen and the power plant workers are working so hard just to try to keep the power on that you don't even notice how much it is. Like, literally, I've heard horror stories, and I tell myself when my husband goes to work, I'm like, he's sitting behind a desk and he's going to be okay, and I don't have to think about what could possibly go wrong. And like my husband, he's kind of like a behind the scenes worker, so that the hospitals in your home and these different things can help with saving lives and can help with keeping the power on and watching TV and all these different things like cooking and cleaning and all the things that we rely on electricity for. Well, God's kind of we're in the age of grace. And the Holy Spirit really showed this to me. Right now, we're in the age of grace. And it's almost like people have become so accustomed to the age of grace that they don't even see what Jesus is doing in their life. They don't even see what Jesus is saving them from because they are asleep. And Jesus goes after the sinner. Jesus goes after the person in the dark. Jesus goes after the lost. And these people are walking around in the darkness and they don't even see how much Jesus is working behind the scenes to run after them, go after them. They don't even want to acknowledge what he did on the cross. How he shed that innocent blood. He was beaten, bruised, tortured, and he died on that cross so that we could be saved. He did the dirty work. He did the hard work so that we could live. And he gave us this age of grace. And you know what? As soon as that age of grace, it's kind of like as soon as the power goes off, people are going to wonder, where's God? Like, as soon as the rapture happens, people are going to wonder what went wrong. A lot of people are going to wake up, but there's going to be a lot of people where it's going to be like, nah, I don't care. And that's really sad because you don't even recognize that the light went off, that the rapture happened. But to me, it's like God is working so hard behind the scenes, and yet nobody notices. And a lot of people don't even want to recognize or acknowledge that God and Jesus are behind the scenes doing all the hard work. And we've got it so easy right now. But when that rapture happens, God is going to step out from behind the scenes and his wrath will be poured out. I don't want to be here when the age of grace is over. I want to be raptured and I want to be in heaven. I want you in heaven too. I can talk till I'm blue in the face, but for some people, I don't think it's ever going to matter a word that I say, but I speak it anyways, because even though there's a billion people ignoring me, there might be one person that actually listens to me. There might be one person that says, oh wow, I should really give my life to Jesus because I don't want to be left in the dark. And that's what's going to happen. Eventually the light is going to go out on this world and everybody will be left in the dark who is left behind. This world is not going to be as it was. It's not going to stay the same. Be ready. The rapture is coming. Alright, I do have to get off of here. Hope you guys have a great day. Stay rapture ready and look for Jesus. Y'all have a great night. Bye.